What's up, the world of the living? My name is BluJayGames and welcome to Truly Bedrock. Friends, we are in my witch hut. Why are we here? Well, honestly, no good reason, we just are. I just was flying by and decided to visit my first ever hut, my first ever home. Today's episode will be mostly about me reading your comments, filling in the comment library, and maybe, just maybe, finally putting together a room for my own personal lectern. Everybody on the server had a proper room for theirs, even though all of them are dumped into the same room. I, as the main person, you know, the person who built the library, for some reason don't have a room whatsoever. I guess that's what I get for not having built it, isn't it? Anyway, just wanted to stop by here, take a quick look. So many memories, so many nostalgias. Look, there's the first half diamond we ever made on the server. There's the first diamond pickaxe I ever made on the server. There's the first diamond that I ever made on the server. The first diamond I ever dug on the server. Mind you, the only diamond that ever has any value around on the entire SMP. Every other diamond, debunked, worthless. This is the only one that matters. And finally, my first ever Totem of Undying. Yeah, this thing is so pointless now that Silent has a raid farm. Anyway, everybody, hi, hello, how you doing? How's life? Have you commented on my videos lately? Because if you have, get ready, you just might be added into my comment book. So the first thing you notice around the room that I've been trying to make for my for my lectern is it's kind of ugly, super spawnable. And yeah, I tried to do something with it and I really don't like it. I do not feel like continuing this with this theme whatsoever. I like the more of a modern-y look of this area. It's much more vaulty, much more nethery, much more in general. And it actually looks like a library because, you know, bookshelves. This here, I don't know, it kind of looks like an outhouse, like a mildly ornate outhouse. And you know what? Ornate, I can do ornate. I can like ornate. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna be tearing some of it down, flopping some of it for slabs just to prevent zombie pigmen walking about. And yeah, by the end of the video we might have a proper, a proper area to store our most precious book in. In the meantime, let's check this out. We were on episode 11, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here we go. Episode 22. Emil V asking the real questions here. Zloy, top left corner of the screen, in the it says not position but position. I'm watching this on my mobile device. So yeah, they're wondering why is that. And you can still kind of see this area here. It's slightly cut off. It's slightly cut off. And let me show you why. Yeah, this is why. We are not recording this. We're not recording this in a on a full screen. Here's a plot twist. This whole time I've been recording in a windowed mode. Yeah. About that. This is my desktop, by the way. Allow me to introduce you. But yeah, this is how I record Minecraft. I put it in the windowed mode on the almost full screen. And then I simply, I zoom into it so you can see the white line on top. And then I center it back in a little bit. And that's what you see. So, is this shoddy? Is this ragtag? Is this terrible? Yes. Obviously. Honestly, I'm a terrible YouTuber, guys. I'm sorry about this. It might have been really confusing for everybody, but I have a reason for this, alright? I have a reason for this. That reason being that I am first and foremost running on 2 monitors. Whenever I full screen this, and mind you, if I am ultimately a YouTuber, if I play Minecraft to record this, I always have a recording program that records screen on my right hand side on a second monitor, which I'm pointing at right now, even though you cannot see me via webcam. I'm an idiot. Anyway, I basically have my one monitor and my second monitor. On the second monitor, there's my program which like tracks whether or not I am recording, and the first monitor is basically Minecraft. But if I full screen, then every time I switch between Minecraft and some other program, the game first of all risks just crashing. That's a known bug with Windows 10 edition of Minecraft. Second of all, it takes like 5 to 10 seconds for the game to realize itself again. It just blinks to black. If you ever tried alt tabbing from your window whenever playing Minecraft on full screen, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's basically the thing. That's basically the problem. There is another solution to that, obviously, and that is to do this. To have my window kind of, you see? To have my window fitted, but that creates another problem, and that is that some animations as a result, you see this eating fish animation. Some animations end up being messed up. So like animation of eating, animation of shooting an arrow out of a bow, that kind of stuff. And that's just ugly, and that's not well either. And I know what you're saying, I know what you're thinking, Zloy. Just come on, just go into the settings, video, tune off the coordinates, and no! I cannot do that! Not whatsoever. Would you look at that? Turns out that when you are on a server, on a realm, you just simply cannot control whether or not the position coordinates are shown or not. It is all decided on the server side, and you can't really do anything to change it. So, friends, that's the tale of me and the position in the upper left corner. I apologize. Next up, it's episode 23. Aldrich says, I thought the time-lapse was great once I realized it wasn't just your typical intro, especially with that version of a theme tune. Or is it just I've never heard the whole thing played before? Well, my friends, allow me to walk you through the music I use for these videos. Okay, first we got the intro, Ace Aura Exodus. Yep, that's the good stuff. I love this tune, I used it so much, and it's so good, it always gets me pumped, and I sure hope that it gets you pumped too. And then the time-lapse that I was using for, allow me to just quickly scroll through my entire playlist, because that's what professionals do, is called Hollow by Ampix. The plot twist, however, is that time-lapse was not the original version of that tune. Hollow by Ampix sounds something like that. But then there was the moon landing time-lapse, which used a different tune, a different track at the very least. Check this one out. You might recognize it mildly. So yeah, my friends, that's why that song in that time-lapse sounded familiar. I used a different version of it before, but that's not the end of it, friends. There are more remixes of the song. And all of them are brilliant. And eventually I'll use all of them as a part of this Let's Play. Check this one out, for example. This one's by Nameless Warning. Okay, enough of that. I don't want to spoil all of my secrets and all of my plans for this stuff. But guys, yeah, look out on, like, okay, just honestly, I love basically all of the music I use for my videos. It's that kind of weird stuff that is Creative Commons, but still really good. And that's not that something that like you could get before early. And all of them are free, and all of them you can find on YouTube by the names that I mentioned. So check them out, obviously. And yeah, let's go find out the next episode, the next comment. Episode 24, FoxyNoTail is the comment I honestly want to highlight. And he says, "That way you did at the beginning was genius! More of that, please." I'm pretty sure that was a very accurate representation of FoxyNoTail's voice. Anyway, that voice you did at the beginning. What voice did I do at the beginning of episode 24? I'm sorry, let me look that up. You like pumpkin and melons, yes? But hate minecarts and coppers because no have irons. Do not worry, Uncle Zloy will figure out how to make... I don't remember editing that in. I don't remember recording. Who was that? Episode 25 was the one Lyarrah and I went for a pirate adventure, and Victim Bone embraced the crap out of it apparently. "Arr, ya scary dog, pirates are for looting and pillaging. You should be stealing the venture's virtue, not assistant fair maiden." And yeah, good one. You know the pirate accent is good when it takes you like 5 minutes to understand what the person even meant. I love it. This is the one in which we finished our pumpkin and melon farm, and Alter here suggests that we also add a kelp farm to boot, which they are absolutely right, and I will absolutely do this. The complication with the kelp farm is that first, it requires water, and it's not that we have a shortage of water, mind you, it's just that it's super frustrating to work with. And second, logistically, I wouldn't want just a kelp farm. Logistically, what I would want is a kelp farm that would feed into a chest, and once that chest is full, it would feed into bone meal, and once there's enough bamboo to fuel the entirety of the super smelter, I want that same kelp farm to direct the kelp into the into the end of a super smelter, where it would be continuously smelted into dried kelp, therefore working as both an experience farm through the furnace and as a dried kelp farm, you know, in case I ever want some. Now, of course, people will ask me, why won't you just use dry kelp blocks as fuel? And that's because they need to be crafted, and I cannot do that automatically. I need to craft them myself, and that's super frustrating, and the whole point of that melon, pumpkin, you know, sugarcane, whatever array is to have it all kind of, you know, work automatically without me participating whatsoever. So that's the gist of it, that's the idea. I like it, I should be doing that. But instead, let's move on to episode 27. Episode 27 was once again about the expansion of the bank, once again about the money business, about that kind of currency business stuff. And Casey Libby, I don't know, I'm sorry, decided to highlight to me that, hey Zloy, since you own the Nether this season, maybe you could charge people who aren't members of the Money Coalition for their usage of the Nether in money. And yeah, about that. You see, me owning the Nether is more or less just a thing we say. In reality, I don't necessarily own the Nether, I don't own the Nether hub even, I just built it. But seeing how I'm the one who built it, I can kind of have a claim to it at the very least. And seeing how most of the usable Nether is the Nether hub, ultimately, I just like to repeat that, that the Nether is mine. In reality, of course, the Nether is very much its own dimension, and yeah, quite a dangerous one, But at the same time, here's the thing, and this is actually something mildly subtle and mildly dangerous, and something with kind of roots in the real world politics. When you say that Zloy owns the Nether, what you mean is that, well, Zloy owns the Nether hub. But the reality of it is that the more people start saying that Zloy owns the Nether, the more likely all of them are to start believing that Zloy owns the Nether. Therefore, I'm not holding my breath for it. I'm not delusional. But there is a probability, a very high one, that at one point people will really just surrender the entire dimension to me. And honestly, can you blame them? Obviously, I am the person who will know better what to do with it. Let's go to episode 28. Super Logan Utah says, "Fancy. All this business about money, it seems that everyone has forgotten about the massive broken moon that hovers overhead every night. The real crash is coming." Yeah, I hate to admit how right they are. Super Logan, yeah, the moon, it's gonna fall. It's gonna just break, but oh well, not much we can do about it, even though we probably can do a lot about it. And really, when it's all said and done, and when the world is over, at least, we temporarily made several investors very, very rich. For no reason. This entire server is a giant cautionary tale, isn't it? Episode 29 is the one in which we sold a polar bear to prowl under the guise of it being a dog. And Casey Dawes thing actually kinda called me out. Well, not really, but like, I'm ashamed that I didn't remember myself, because Samoyed... Yeah, if you haven't seen a Samoyed, guys, it's a special breed of dogs, which, yeah, Samoyed, photos. That's a sizable woofer. That's a, yeah, that's a size, yep, Samoyed size. Yeah, so basically that polar bear might have just been really a dog of a mildly exotic breed. I don't actually know if Tizztom kept him, but if he did, wow, that's a lot of fur that he will be finding all over his place. Okay, episode 30, let's do it. Why does it say FoxyNoTail above Mr. Onion? I fear for the worst. I mean, Mr. Onion is a man of very unique interpretations concerning morale and values, and then they continue saying that could he have hijacked Foxy and keep him locked up for ransom? And Baltic, I'm sorry to bring this to like break it to you, but no, guys, no. The whole thing about Monsieur Onion is that he is, in fact, just a character played by Foxy, unlike all the other characters played by Foxy. Foxy knows this, we know this, Slack knows this, but at this point, his method acting kind of went into overdrive. So the rest of the whitelist is at this point like just utterly confused and very afraid to actually confront Foxy about this. We will probably have to have an intervention someday in the recent future. Just kind of have to tell him like, hey dude, you do know that you're not a French person. And yeah, it's like you know how you're not supposed to wake up a sleepwalker. Yeah, you're not supposed to tell a person with split personality that they have split personality. Especially when this is obviously not a person with split personality and just Foxy being a method actor to the fullest of his ability. Episode 31, friends. I know. I just realized that this entire video has just been me staring into this book as I talk to you with some musical interludes. I apologize. I feel I should be changing the way the comment library works, and from now on not wait for like 10 videos for the next time I add comments to the thing. And actually I should probably add a new comment every single episode at the very least, maybe like every time in one in two episodes. But whatever, let's get it finished, let's catch up, and we can do whatever in the future videos. Episode 31, let's go. Episode 31 was the one in which we built a casino, or the very least started building, and I was really like questioning whether or not I even should be doing like gambling stuff in the game of Minecraft, kind of promoting it in my videos, like don't feel comfortable with that. Thankfully, the Wolfie cleared it all up for me. It's not casino, it's a surprise building. I hate that I understand that reference, and I'm not gonna explain it because it is from the world of gaming, which is much darker and terrible than much more terrible than I would like it to be. Friends, we live the darkest timeline. Anyway, episode 32. Have a stack of videos, and we'll be done for today. And episode 32, I'm just gonna go with Happiness, who says, very beautiful meteorite, and thank you so much. I'm gonna pretend that that meteorite took a lot of effort and time out of me, and that I totally didn't build it in like 10 minutes. No joke. This is one of those episodes where, one of those pixel art maps where the actual pixel art, the meteorite, took like no time whatsoever. I just kind of winged it, free-handed it without even thinking. Previous issue of the actual map, of the actual newspaper, I ended up actually planning stuff out in Microsoft Paint. I actually planned a pixel art. I did like all the professional stuff. This time, not so much. I just kind of like took a look around. I was like, yep. Here's a circle. Here's some pixel art dust coming from it. And that will be enough, and that will be fine. Oh my god, we already solved 2. Ow. Go away. We already solved 2 issues. Yeah, look at it. It's just like a bunch of dots. Which honestly, all of the images, all of the pictures are ultimately just a bunch of dots. Let's not confuse ourselves. Anyway, friends, thank you. Thank you everybody so much for your nice comments. I love them so much. And once again, I cannot stop saying this. Comments is ultimately what I basically live for on the YouTube. You will know that I'll check all of my ones. I check all the ones on the Hermitcraft recap. I moderate my comment sections just constantly, and it's super fun for me, and it's just something I hold very dear to my heart, which is why I guess I better start making the comments of the episode more of a like by episode thing. So like every time in 2 episodes I will address them or something like that, because I know waiting for, let's see, if you have 2 episodes per week, then 10 episodes will be basically almost a month. So that's not nice. That's over a month, actually. So I think making people wait over a month for just this is not worth it. Not worth it whatsoever. So, sorry about this video being just me staring into a book. Sorry about not addressing your comments for so long. And yeah, that's gonna do it for today. I'll try to do better. And I believe that I can. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you everybody for your comments. This has been SlackLizard. This has been Truly Bedrock. Next time we'll do something actually productive. To be continued. Have a good one. Bye bye.